Al Jefferson with 13 first quarter points.
Yeah, outscored the Heat 16-8 in the paint. Most of the 16 points was from Al Jefferson.
Nice step back jumper for Bosh.
All about the finals and getting a ring. Dragic out to Bosh. A smooth jumper from Bosh. He's got 5 points. Bosh has the complete. That's very close to being his third foul. Bosh drills another. Chris Bosh, 12 points.
Isn't it great to have game, but they've limited their damage to only 2 points off their 5 turnovers. And Bosh makes it 8 points off.
He's earned his way on the court, and he deserved to play. He made a major impact the other night, and they needed to make an impact here tonight.
Bosh, smooth stroke, knocks it down. Double comes, 5 to shoot, back to Bosh. He'll turn and fire and connect.
I mean, did we expect anything else?
As part of the 30-year anniversary, and not only at home either. So some road fans are going to get to see them as Bosh, silky stroke to can the J.
To Miami. Need to play nothing but home games for the next couple weeks. Bosh from 20. That's good. And that's big for Bosh, who made Wade against James Johnson. They've kept Wade from getting good looks. They've kept him out of the paint. Bosh, 2 in a row.
What we just talked about. Instead of taking the long three, he penetrated and did a little mid-range shot because Scola was overplaying the three.
Chris Bosh, and for the first time this year, win 2 games in a row.
They play a young, hungry, energetic, get up the floor type team here in the Lakers.
Heat had a great second. Of course, the Heat also bringing in Beno Udrih, who is a veteran backup point guard, a guy that started plenty of games in his career. 6 points now for Bosh. Impressive defense on Wade so far.
Wade's taking it personally here.
Bosh with 2 to shoot. Yes. 4, including being the starting point guard on 2 Heat championship teams. He played in 99 playoff games for Miami. 22 points now for Go. Bosh against Wiles. Single coverage. And that's good. He rattles down his first field goal of the game.
Man, is he big considered?
Beno Udrih finds Bosh from the elbow. Chris Bosh. He now has 8 points. 4 on the shot clock. Bosh knows it. Bosh rolls it in. 14 for Chris. The Heat are back in front. 35% shooting. Heat defense making another early mark tonight. That's good. Chris Bosh with his first score.
Good swing pass.
Tart move for Whiteside, chewing on the towel.
Well, the late Jerry Tarkanian. Well, good bank shot there by Bosh. Well, Hassan Whiteside had 3 triple
seasons with Memphis. This is his first year with Sacramento.
He's been very active, touching the ball a lot on offense.
Bosh fires the open jumper. The Heat ahead, 82-76.
Now the Heat were up 7 against Minnesota the other night at home and lost the game, giving up 41. They want to obviously have a better fourth quarter.
The Heat are down by 11 with just over 9 minutes left in the game. Sixers looking for their first win since last March. Bosh got the basket and 5 minutes into the second quarter. And a stunning first half of the Heat after the slow start. Bosh! Well, speaking of slow starts, he did not score in the first.
Tolliver now. Second minute, second quarter. Bosh from the top, fires, fills it up. Serious. Yes, it was. It's 20.
It's twice in a week. Bosh gets away from Thomas. Little head fake, banks it in.
Bosh opening up the bank 8 feet away.
Points in Galloway, who was 0 for 7 from 3 in the 2 games in Florida. Got that one.
Porzingis going for the steal.
Bosh makes him pay.
Yeah, Bosh now 5 consecutive.
Bosh, or Quinn, staying with him. Bosh falling back. Impressive shot from Chris Bosh. 16 points for Bosh. Left here in the third. Wade gets away. Once again in the paint, back out Bosh. Beautiful pass, and Bosh connects.
Good manipulation by Wade now.
Now Williams has to guard Bosh on the switch.
One more stop and get the crowd back into the game.
Bosh again. Strong game for Bosh. He's got 20 in the game.
He's had 6 straight games with multiple threes. Bosh Bosh got a lane, got a three-point chance on the foul from David Lynn.
Bosh to the fadeaway. Yes. Chris Bosh with 7 points. And back ball lineup against certain teams. Bosh able to drill it. He's gone with Westbrook.
Here's one of the hardest working players in the NBA. Bosh. That's good.
Pick and pop.
Couple shots, 5 points for Bosh. Bosh, he's ahead by 21. Want to keep building on this lead. That's good. Bosh rattles it down. Chris Bosh has made all 4 of his shots tonight. He's in double-figure. Trailed this game most of the way.
Temple's guarding Bosh.
Here's Bosh on the turnaround jumper. It's good. Chris Bosh after a 1-point first quarter.
I think offensively the ball was really moving. 18 assists in the first half. We got the shots we wanted. It all started with our drive and kick game. Defensively, it was good. Obviously, we know they got 2 Hall of Fame caliber players to get going here in the second half.
The reward you get one of those who don't have to run the line drills the next day.
Yeah, looking for a little motivation. Here's Bosh. Knocks down the mid-range jump shot. Eric Spoelstra, Doug, looking for
Dragic. This is a guy who's trying to make the adjustment of playing from that high-octane game at Phoenix. A little pick and pop with Bosh. He's very good at that, but playing more. Good start here.
Winslow trying to break out of this little scoring drop. And Bosh with the putback.
Miami not a very good offense in the NBA today if you don't have great shooting. They were counting on Dragic, Gerald Green, McRoberts. Now, we know Bosh can make the shot. They were counting set ball over that live ball turnover that I was talking about, Mark, that gets Indiana rolling.
Bosh left open from mid-range and knocks down another one. So 6 on the shot clock. Wade thought about the 3. Bosh has to go with it and makes the right call.
Great footwork.
Just body movement right now by the Heat. The ball's moving from one side to the other. You got a cut to the basket by Dang and the J by Bosh.
And it's Jeff Green defending Bosh.
He's not here.
Dragic driving in, pitching out for Bosh. Got it, but it's a long 2, not a 3. They may review it, but Bosh connects.
Was deflected. Hassan leads the NBA in blocks this season, over 4 games. Bosh. Well, Miami's on the board nearly 2 minutes in. Chris coming off a 22-point.
They are not going to be in any hurry to shoot this ball. But then again, maybe not.
Miami trailing by 4. Under 3 minutes left in the third. There's Bosh. A long 2 for Chris. His rookie season in Orlando. That's Bosh. That's good. Well, Chris Bosh knows he's got to be more involved than he was. 2 seasons is just now paying off in Portland.
Terry Stotts told us that the hard work and the experience he got playing behind those guys, now it's paying off. He and D. Wade will probably handle the point guard responsibilities the rest of the game.
Now the 2 techs on Dragic came within 3 minutes and 11 seconds of each other. Bosh with a big jump shot. 16 turnovers on Portland tonight. They had 19 in their loss Friday at Orlando. Here's Bosh. It's good. Chris Bosh. He has scored. That's one of their strengths. Offensive rebounding and scoring off them. Here's Bosh on the turn. Yes. Chris Bosh when his team needs.
El segundo canal de audio, cortesía de AT&T.
Bosh from the elbow. That's good. Chris Bosh, who had 11 points in the first quarter Sunday, and then 11 more in the fourth. 15 points off the Detroit turnovers. The Heat have given up just 4 points off their turnovers. Bosh, yes. Chris Bosh has the 9th time this season the Pistons have double-figure 3s. Bosh, that's good. Chris Bosh with 18.
In terms of points given up, points per possession given up, and so half-court defense paramount for New Orleans as they start the game. You see Bosh get it going here early.
And Chris Bosh picked Las Vegas. And said, Anthony, where'd you get those shoulders from? He put on about 15 pounds during the offseason. And he's going to need all 15 to shut down Bosh. Good defense by Gordon. Now he's double-teamed. Bosh. And Chris Bosh, who Gentry said it's the most underrated. A great offensive sequence that time.
That was just a terrible shot there by Tariq Evans.
And Bosh makes them pay at the other end.
And that's what it leads to, right? It's exactly what
each game is different. It's its own challenge. The guys love these close games, especially in our home building. So it'll be good to step forward.
Thank you, Eric. Mark. Wade out top, 10 on the shot clock. Bosh fires. Yes! And we're tied.
On the dribble handoff to Dragic, back to Bosh. He doesn't need much daylight, and he knocks down a 2. Bosh. Boy, Nicholson had a hand in his face. 8 points for Chris Bosh. Wade, no doubt, will be back very soon.
Bosh played 42, so I wonder if that's going to wear on him. Not yet.
Bosh with 2.
Bosh. Gee whiz, he's on fire. Bosh 3 of 4. 2 sit there and really gear up for the block. He really had to play defense first. Bosh. Automatic. He is just grooving it.
Dragic coming left, but Julia tracking. Bosh tees it up, knocks it down. 11 for Chris. That lead is up to 17, and this is the biggest tonight, 114-91. He scored 40 points in the paint in that game. Bosh buries it. 16 for Bosh.
Last year, the Wizards won 3 out of 4 against Miami. Miami won the season opener, you might recall, in Florida. Dragic into the paint.
A lot of time in that key. Oof.
Bosh, he might have traveled on the move. Instead, he scores. So those are the plays that I'd like to
stay with guards, and they can make things very difficult for you. And like I said, I like the fact that they're very athletic. Good shot by Bosh.
They held Dallas to 36% shooting, including a season-low 10 points in the first quarter. They held Washington to 7 points in the second quarter.
Guys on that list. Yeah, any draft class, guys, that has a mayor in it, got to rank up there somewhere in the top 3. And a future Hall of Famer coach, and that is Billy Donovan.
As it gets to the playoffs, he's got to get to the basket, and he's got to get to the free throw line, because when he does that, he's helping you in so many ways, and you have to.
Johnson off the Bosh screen, little pick and pop game. That time Bosh gets it to fall. Johnson out front. Back to Bosh. Going to try one again. This time it falls.
For much better offense, Bosh in the pick and rolls, forcing Porzingis to defend it.
Johnson probing. Back to Bosh. That's a repeat, and that's the same result, too.
Because that's right in his shooting wheelhouse. Suns within 1. Bosh. Now he's starting to feel it, Eddie.
Yeah, that was an air ball by Lyles. Dwayne Wade trots into the front court, crossover dribble. There's Bosh wide open. He's got that long-range shot ability, and he knocks down his first 2. And Quinn Snyder jumps.
That means you can get it off a little quicker.
Boy, Jazz get a stop here, Ron. They work themselves back in the ball game, but no, Bosh has other ideas. And they have played good basketball so far. Bosh. Back-to-back buckets.
Field goal percentage defense, 5th best. Bosh will hit that all day. And it's down. Sweet stroke with Chris Bosh. One of the lower teams at Johnson. With Bosh, Winslow, and Gerald Green. So skilled. See all the penetration with Dragic and Tyler Johnson. Bosh with the pump fake and then the bucket.
Ways for Dwayne Wade to get back into the ball game.
Bosh at the elbow. Easy money for Chris.
57. Bosh getting the touch every time down now.
Fakes Arthur, takes a tough fall away, in and out, and back in. Full right side. Now Bosh, with Gallinari, spin back, singled up, fade away, got it.
He knew he was going to spin that way. You got to be ready to get
Start the second quarter for the Thunder. Miami started 5-9, went 2 of 11. The final 7.5 minutes of the first quarter. Bosh up and firing over Ibaka to score.
Thunder did not settle for that as KD spotted up from the corner. Got the 3-ball to fall.
Bosh down the back for Wade.
You notice a lot of the offense is going through Wayne Wade. Here with the post up by Chris Bosh,
who will score.
And it started with Wade.
And the fans liking what he's bringing. Wayne Wade not being given as much room as he had in the first half, but
how about 4 of 8 from downtown? Just tickling the twines from deep.
Bosh on the baseline over Singler.
Here, and he had a huge impact.
And in that second game, they just pummeled the Wizards, winning the game by 22 points as Chris Bosh coming off a large blow. They've already have gone here without Wade and Dragic. Bosh drops it in. Road trip was brutal. They went to Phoenix, Utah, Golden State, Clippers, Denver, and OKC. They won 2 of those games against Phoenix and Denver. The game to they go to Bosh, takes the shot and rolls it in.
To that right-hand drive, and then all of a sudden that jumper looks a little bit sweeter, right? You've made shots. I can miss a jumper, no problem.
Chris Bosh rattles one in.
I don't think there's any guarding that guy. And to your point, Mike, as Bosh tries to draw the foul and does, nicely done.
Floor. Wade against Butler. To his left, weaves by 2 screens. Back to Bosh. Loads up and on the rim and good. Got a soft bounce. As Winslow handles at the top. Bosh, the step back. Fires and scores. Chris Bosh, they're going to ask him to carry the lead.
Compliments of Mesero Financial.
Bosh, little jumper, and he line drives it home.
19.17 rebounds.
Wade driving and kicking. Bosh again, good that time.
And we're tied at 2. Guthrie on a bounce for Bosh. Isolation over Young. That's lefty on lefty.
Miss you, but good luck with everything, and make sure you take care of yourself.
Thank you, thank you. I'm just looking at it like it's a commercial break, that's all.
We like that, we like that. All right, guys, back to you.
All right, Sarah, you're right.
One privilege to play this game. He recognizes it's a privilege, and he's going to work to get back to enjoy that. I'm convinced he'll be back.
Oh, Wade, Bosh, Haslam, Winslow, and Johnson on the floor for the Heat. Joe Johnson getting ready to check in. And Miami is 57-55 Nets. Shot clock winding down. Wade, kick. Bosh lines it up. And he knocks it down. Such a smooth delivery.
Don't leave your feet.
Bosh one-on-one with Bargnani. Bosh, the window.
It's like hitting a golf ball straight. Helps.
39 bench points. Bosh again.
Swing to the corner. Bosh off the glass.
And early in the shot clock for that one, even though the half is winding down.
Bosh open.
Wade orchestrating.
About it.
Give you the week to think it over.
Now, Stoudemire, Bosh, and Winslow have teamed up for 24 rebounds, 1 fewer than the Hawks as a team. Miami's lead is 13 with 2:37 and counting.
That was the lead at halftime.
Bosh from 21 feet. Got it.
Another assist for D. Wade. So he got 6 points and 2 assists.
Power forward is his position when Whiteside is healthy, but James has played center a lot when he was at Toronto. And there he puts it up from
are on the road.
Oh, that's why they make the big bucks.
There you go. Everybody's got to go through some difficult stretch at some point in the season as Bosh hits and
did a good job that time, Marco, recovering against Matthews, still able to challenge the shot in this match here.
Felton, though, digging in, not letting Bosh, utilizing it. Get Devin back over here.
Yeah, where is Devin?
Come on, man.
Shucks.
Bosh with an elbow jumper. Dirk with a closeout. Dirk blocked Bosh earlier in the clock. Give and go. Udry, lane clogged up. They find Green, who goes to Bosh at the end of the clock. Udry at point. Bosh over Pachulia. And Bosh with 4 points.
Whatever they need to find success. So whether it's blocking shots, grabbing rebounds, or knocking down threes, he's happy to oblige.
Bosh gets it off in time and banks it off the window. Goodness.
Grab it.
Bosh, the main focus of the offense with this unit on the floor.
To show him how it's done.
Very important part of the puzzle.
Bosh. For a guy 6'11", he can stick.
Why he's got so many 4-point plays. They're not all in swishes. A lot of them will hang on the rim and drop in. Bosh over Prigioni.
What a great move.
You know,
Plethora of big men on that bench for them.
I love when you use those big words.
Plethora, yeah.
Here is Bosh, yes.
Mark, I'm going to say that. Just
play of San Antonio. They allow only 91 points a game. That's the fewest in the NBA. Here's Bosh going glass.
right on his tailbone. I don't know who blocked that, if that was Green or Kawhi Leonard, who had recovered by the blow-by by Wade.
Bosh. Coming up on 2 minutes left here in the third. Bosh, yes. Quiet night for season as head coach again of the 96-97 campaign. Here is Bosh off the pump fake. And Greg Popovich has